Hello from the tent. We made it. It's March 31st. Windy, snowstorm, lots of fresh snow, but we made it. Over my shoulder we got a little smoke coming out, so that's pretty fantastic. The see-through porch worked exactly how we wanted to. As soon as the sun got hot enough, all that stuff slid off, so that's pretty great. Plans for this week, actually this break, are to do all the prep work so we can put the paneling on the ceiling and then set counters, do the preparation for the counters, and then get a flat place for a bed and start doing some cleanup. Gonna be a short trip. Excited you guys are here with us. Hope everybody takes time to come up here. Holy cow, I just seen all the snow slid off the outhouse. So we're gonna have a nice, clean, bright place to go, number 2. Anyways, going over to the neighbors for some supper here in a little bit. Brought them a little gift. We'll do more filming there. Sure, I'm glad to see you guys. Hope to see y'all on the river.
Every trip to the cabin starts the same way. First off, go around and get every stove you can find started so things start warming up. Working in the cold is not bad, but sometimes it just sucks. We made a whole bunch of egg carton fire starters. Very simple. It's dryer lint or sawdust. Then we took some old candles, melted those things down, and poured it all over the egg cartons. Works pretty good. They're waterproof, and I give them out as gifts, and man, does it make starting fires easy. We've always kept the wood stove in the tent fire ready. What that means to me is that if you show up at my place and you're cold, wet, and tired, broke down, you can do it with one match. All the stuff is inside, ready to go. In a little while, you'll be nice and toasty warm. We do the same thing in the cabin nowadays. I hope no one ever needs it as an emergency, but it's there if you do. Once the wood stove's going nice and warm inside the tent, then we got to get a little wood set up for the night. I do this before I go screw around and it gets dark on me. Get everything that I hauled up there pulled in, get my bedroll laid out, and I should be good for the night and into the morning. Doesn't always work that way, but I think preparation in this note's the key. On nice warm days, it doesn't take long for the tent to get warm.
Hello from the tent. Beautiful ride in. I see the temps at 40 above. Got the fire going. Holy cow, there's a lot of mud on the front of this. It's springtime in Alaska. Not to be confused with the song. It's 40 above. So good times, good day. Man, it's almost 9 o'clock at night. Had the neighbor meet me out there, and he was able to haul in about 600 pounds of railroad ties for me. So that was pretty thankful, or that was pretty great. I was very thankful for that. No overflow yet. Rivers north of us, or not north, but rivers upriver from us, is flowing open. So we anticipate some overflow within the week, probably at the end of middle of next week. We should start getting some overflow here. So game plans this trip, are to finish the ceiling in the cabin. And I got a couple, I'm not sure we can see it. These two have got to come down. Those are tent killers. So we got to get those down. We're gonna put them as double duty. The small stuff we're gonna use for firewood. The big stuff we're gonna mill into support logs for the woodshed. So should be enough to get at least 4 good ones out of there. I want them monstrous because this snow load sometimes surprises you. No issues with the tent, no bugs, obviously no bugs. No mice, anything like that, and certainly no bear tracks. So that makes me really excited. So anyways, we'll keep you updated as the progress goes. Thanks for coming along. Hope you guys come up here someday. And as usual, we'll see y'all on the river.
With a full belly and a good night's sleep, the next day was countertop day. We measured it out and got some plywood on top of it, and the plywood was set so all of those boards on the outside of the cabin could be cut up and set out. We are going to put some resin on top of those and make our countertop.
Going to have some lunch. Got the basic part of the countertop set, and because we're Harveys, we will find something to put on top of it. But I'm actually going to go back through and mill up a bunch of birch, smooth it all out, make it look good. So we're not done with the countertop, but it is going to make life a little bit easier.
It took me a little while to get the stove in the cabin figured out. If I didn't put enough wood in, it went out. If I choked it down and didn't let enough draft in, it went out. It left it wide open. It got so unbearable you couldn't even work in there, and I was constantly feeding it firewood. So happy to report now that we got it figured out and we can keep her going for days on end. Quick trip upriver, and I was at Cabin Lab's place. It was just him and I, and we were batching it, and the sunset was perfect, and my man put some of the most amazing burgers on that I've ever had. If you ever get a chance to make them cook for you, do it at whatever cost. The next day I had to get some tin behind the wood stove and make sure things stayed fire safe in there. This is a piece of roofing tin off of my mother's cabin. She's gone now, but the tin sticks around, and so I thought it was only right if I used some of that in the cabin that I constructed. That way I kind of feel like she's always around me.
made it. Well, we got our beams milled up. These are going to be the front of the woodshed. I want to be able to make this woodshed to where I can swing an axe without hitting the ceiling. So, well, woodshed, that's a loose interpretation. Gonna build a shed. Gonna store wood and a lot of other things. So, should be pretty stout. I don't know, I think these are 10s at least. But I wasn't too worried about cleaning it up completely. I'll fix this part with a draw knife. I just wanted to start facilitating some drying. These are green logs, and wanted to get things drying before we missed out, and hopefully it'll lose a few pounds to where I can handle it by myself. So good time, glad you guys are here with me. Logasol mill worked perfectly. Very, very happy with it. You should check them out, logasol.com.
I got a lot done that trip. Actually quite proud of myself. Got a lot milled, got things taken care of inside the cabin and outside. So, on that note, I leave you with one final picture of cabin labbing myself. Heading down the river, man, tough to beat that view. Anyways, thanks for watching. And of course, it wouldn't be me unless I said, we'll see you on the river.